Yeah, but I mean, hey, look on the bright side. At least Party Next Door is coming to your homecoming, and also like 5 others.
I like the only thing that can save that homecoming concert is Drake being there because I kid you not, I'm leaving after P&D. There's nobody else I want to see. There's
Now
nobody.
listen, but here's the thing, Arielle. But Drake can only come to so mid Drake because we gonna catch on eventually. Like Party Next Door is coming to everybody's homecoming except Fort Valley, as it appears. Maybe I'm wrong. I gotta ask my brother. He in the Senate at Fort Valley, so I gotta ask: is P&D coming? Because he might be. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
we get him first, right?
do you? I think so. I think I gotta look. Well, let's go to HBCU Pulse. Let's go to the.
I think
the calendar.
I think we're the first homecoming that he's attending because I know he's going to be at Spell House and I think he's going to be at Clark as well.
Correct. So yes,
yeah,
you
those are like a week in the week, like so, like yeah, so
yeah, so you're correct according to the schedule. He's going to be at A&T first, Party Next Door on October the 11th or the week of, and then that next week Spell House, and then also FAMU. You know, so basically that the week of the 18th, Party Next Door and G Herbo are going to be busy. Okay.
Okay, but all I'm saying is Spell House has already had Drake. They have already had Drake. So why not run it to the HBCU for some reason that never hits #1 despite these small campuses?
Are you talking about U.S. News and World Report?
Bro, they piss me off because it can't just be Spelman and Morehouse bad. It can't be them fighting.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be Spelman and Howard. It's just accept it. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that way for the rest of our lives. Now you can beat FAMU and be the #1 public HBCU again, but let's be for real. Because Spelman gave up athletics to be good at like being smart. You know, so it's like
smart? What are we talking
y'all are very smart. Y'all do engineering and all the different stuff. But Spelman they just different. They just.
I need stats.
And then y'all got all these students. Y'all got because it's two different timelines for y'all. Because for y'all want to be the black UGA or the black Alabama, and that's okay. Because we need that. We need that. We need to go to a place where like it's all these amazing black people. I was told by someone that like if you see somebody that you want to converse with in like the student center or like one of your like two calves, you better talk to him. You'll never see him again. I was like, oh, wow.
Bro, then we're talking about Xavier. We're talking about FAMU.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, they're really good. They're amazing institutions.
I need record sheets because there's no way that A&T is not producing this turnover, not producing these kind of I need the sheet. I need the sheet. I need to know whoever's on that board. I mean, shout out to Spelman. They probably really do deserve it. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I'm trying to take away that #1 spot because I just I think that's a little janky. But yes, they produce great female graduates. They really, really do. Shout out to them. So proud of them. But to be #1, what is it, 5 years in a row now?
19
years in a row?
19.
No.
That's Spelman #1 for 9. And just so people know, we're talking about the new U.S. News and World Report rankings. We put it up on Pulse. I also wrote an article on Clutch Points. So let me read this for Arielle before we go. The ranking system is based on 2 core components: quantitative and qualitative measures recognized by education experts as reliable indicators of academic excellence, as well as U.S. News' perspective on important factors in education. Academic quality is assessed using 7 categories of indicators: outcomes, metrics, student loan burdens, peer evaluations by administrators at other HBCUs, faculty resources, financial resources, student excellence, and alumni donations. Now, some of the, I gotta dig, because this article I wrote, so I gotta dig some more on what necessarily outcomes mean, and also what metrics we're talking about. Student loan burden, I would probably give North Carolina A&T that edge, because North Carolina A&T is a public institution, and it costs less than Spelman. So I don't know the results, but I think that North Carolina A&T probably will be better in that capacity. So peer evaluations, or they're the peers gonna pick Spelman. The peers are gonna be like, oh, Spelman. The peers, let's be for real.
We're picking Spelman over no air conditioning and being a third of Atlanta. We're picking Spelman over that.
What? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Right, okay, no. I'm not. Oh, wait. The faculty resources. So I don't know. North Carolina A&T, y'all got a lot of money. Spelman got money too, though.
That's when. Okay, now Faculty resources, yes. Alumni donations.
What? But Spelman they got the 150 million last year. No, 100 million, because Hudson Tillotson, they now have like the highest HBCU like gift in history because they got 150 last week. Yes, but Spelman got 100 million by Rhonda Stryker and her husband. So
yeah, but I'm saying that's alumni. Their A&T's being digged out for alumni donations. No offense, because I love them, but like, you know, I'm not giving as much.
Yeah, see, it's your fault. If you gave some, y'all be number one.
Okay, but
they went on the HBCU Pulse Radio.
I'm only hearing 3 out of the 7 qualifications that I know Spelman is outdoing us in.
Okay, student excellence too. Okay, what you think? Student excellence? Come on now. Student excellence?
Okay, but I feel like the diversity of programs, majors, and minors that A&T has, and we're talking about Spelman as a private institution only being secluded to certain aspects of what they do as careers in the world. And we're talking about quantity. A&T is more diverse and probably has more than what Spelman is offering. So if we're talking about that, I really do think A&T probably inches out if we're talking about what you can major in, what you can do, compared to Spelman. Not saying they don't have a lot, but with the way they are set up and kind of how small the institution is, and the fact that they share classrooms in other buildings, and that some of their students do have to take classes at Morehouse and do have to go to Clark, if you break that off, that they can't have everything in that one area, in that one building, then I think A&T inches out a little bit more. A&T to me seems a little bit more diverse than what Spelman has. Now, Spelman, yes, has the grants and the studies. You probably could. But when it comes to what you can do, I think A&T as a public institution and just being a little bit larger, you have more opportunities. To me.
Okay. So I'm looking at some metrics for North Carolina A&T as well as Spelman. Okay, this is going to be an extra on YouTube for sure. So for Spelman, so the annual cost is $38,319. Food and housing is $18,924. They eating over there. 4-year graduation rate is 70%. Student faculty ratio is 12-1. Classes with fewer than 20 students is 58%. Most popular majors: social sciences, psychology, biological and biomedical sciences, health professions and related programs, multi/interdisciplinary studies. And then, you know, they can take classes at, like, I think Morehouse for sure. But also I think maybe Clark Atlanta. I might be.
Yeah, you could do Clark, or you could do Morris Brown in some of their accreditation that they have, and then they also partner in some aspects. I think I might be misquoting with Georgia State. Just like how A&T, you know, UNCG and all of them.
So it sounds to me y'all getting jumped, okay? That's what it seems like to me. It sounds like y'all are getting academically jumped, okay? So North Carolina A&T, and now the enrollment is wrong because y'all are 15,000 now. Yeah. But for 2024, in-state tuition and fees was $6,733. But out of state, of course, was going to be probably a bit higher unless there's a waiver if you're in a border state. Acceptance rate 51%. Spelman's was 25%. Which I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Annual cost $10,582. Out of state is $20,000 in the tuition. Food and housing $8,000. So 36% 4-year graduation rate. This best using the word report. 20-1 student faculty ratio. 24% classes with fewer than 20 students. Popular majors: engineering, business management, marketing, related support services. That's one thing. That's 2. Liberal arts and sciences. General studies and humanity. Y'all got like majors packed together.
That's what I'm saying.
That's 3. Psychology is 4. Computer and information sciences and support services. That is number 5. Okay. And bibliometric rank is the statistical analysis of publications and citations for the purpose of measuring faculty research impact. 218. Okay. Let's see what Spelman got. Spelman got does it have it? Wait, because does Spelman have a biometrical, biblical, theoretical theology? No, I don't think they got it. I don't think they got. It's not showing here. They just said, yeah, we do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like someone says, it was best decision of their life. Publications share in the top 25% of journals, 57%. So let's go down to this. Okay, let's go this, and then we'll be done. All right. So it's 232 in national universities in general. Okay. For Spelman is number one amongst HBCUs. They are 37th in national liberal arts colleges in general. So we talking about a list that includes Williams College, Amherst College, United Naval Academy, the United States Air Force Academy. They up there with like the people going to fight in wars. You feel me? Like they going to the Air Force. They getting out with that good car. You know what I mean?
They're not worried about athletics either. You see the U.S. Army football team. They're not worried about athletics. Maybe we shouldn't be either, the way that we just got beat up on. But like,
the basketball, y'all basketball team is good. Women's basketball team is amazing. And y'all got track. Kayla White just won a gold medal, I think. Yeah. So I
was about to say, clarify that women's basketball, track, general, women's basketball,
women's basketball, the men's basketball sort of stuff. Yeah. But Stephen A. Smith came and saw y'all. You know what I mean? So I guess that's okay.
He only came to see us after he went to Winston-Salem and FAMU. A&T was literally last on his list.
I mean, but he was there without first take because his homeboy, the coach of the men's team at A&T, he was there. No Shannon Sharp, no Molly. He was just there, looked like an undercover cop. He was like an undercover cop.
Listen, this is just me being a hater. This is just me being jealous because, like I said, I want A&T to be number one. I guess if A&T was a smaller HBCU with dedicated time of teachers, then sure, maybe we could compete. Because that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the smaller you are, the higher you go. Because Xavier still beats us out for that third spot every year. We flip between 4 and 5.
I think that is what it is. Because I mean, like, I think, and I'd have to dig more into the methodology because this is for sure my lane. You know, this is the research stuff I do when I'm not doing the sports stuff. I was searching for Fort Valley. Looks like it's still the number one public HBCU in Georgia out of 3. I used to hate that, but I embrace it now because it's almost like, hey, I'm better than you, and you. I'm the best person in this room. It's like 9 HBCUs in Georgia, and Spelman's like number one, and then Morehouse is like on that list too. I mean, okay, I guess we're better than Albany and Savannah. I guess. I mean, I used to hate that, and we used to, but now I'm like, we're the number one public HBCU out of 3 of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like 1, 2, 3. We not number 2. We not number 3. Okay. we number 1.
Shout out to Spelman. It's all love. It's all love because I do have family alumni from there. So like all love. All love.
One thing I know your family from Spelman make money though. They making that bread.
They definitely are. And I'm not complaining. I'm just a little jealous and it came out. And I'm okay to admit that, so don't eat me up in these comments. But
they're gonna eat you up so eloquently,
bro. So
they're gonna be like, this is preposterous. like you went on laboriously about why North Carolina A&T is the number one public HBCU, but we have a minuscule class size. And you all have an expansive class size of so many people.
Wasn't as extensive as we would have hoped because you thought, and then they're gonna eat me up for
and then they're gonna be like, yes, you all have 2 calves, but we go to classes at 4 different schools. Okay, they're gonna be like, you go to your second calf, and when you meet that young man or woman that you think is your wife, you better not be scared. Go talk to him because you'll never see him again. That's what I heard. I was like, I'm glad I didn't go there, but I'm single, so I guess listen, I would have been single either way.
I'm still single. My ex-love story was never found. But, shout out to
But did they talk to you before you left, Daria? Because you on the other side. I'm on the man side. Did they talk to you before you left, the calf? They did? Okay. You feel me? Listen.
You got to catch them. I promise you'll never see the same person again. I'm seeing people now in real life. I'm like, you never went to A&T. You can't tell me you graduated 2021 with me. I don't know. What are we talking about? Man, shout out Spelman. I really do love y'all. We can go bar for bar. I know some big words too. It's cool. Shout out to y'all, number one. Really, I really do love that for them. I'm just trying to understand.
I want to say for 19 years too, Arielle. For 19, that's dope. 19 years. But I think I'll tell you what though. Real quick before we go, I'll tell you what. I think that, and because Howard has R1 certification, I think that North Carolina A&T will likely be the next HBCU. Well, it's North Carolina A&T. I think Morgan State's up there. It's a couple schools that could get to it out at the same time or before A&T. But I think A&T is going to be research one real soon, so I think that's going to be good. And then like y'all, like it's a lot of good stuff going on at A&T academically. It's just that when you look at the metrics that U.S. News and World Report is looking at, they just think that Spelman is the top. And I had my contention with U.S. News and World Report because I had to grow up because I didn't like that outside of the peer review portion that non-HBCU people were judging HBCUs. And I was like, I understand maybe it's sort of unbiased, but I didn't like that, like for a long time. But if the methodology is sound, I don't mind it. And it does give you a proposition to recruit on, but it's just like, you got to get to that point in which you can recruit on it. Because Spelman is not your op. That's not your enemy.
No, they're not.
FAMU is your enemy because they're the #1 public HBCU in the nation. Okay, because we say Georgia. Okay, for us it's Georgia in the nation, and y'all can say the #1 public HBCU in North Carolina. Okay, you can say North Carolina Central. Y'all beat me 62-20, but y'all not #1 public HBCU in North Carolina though. Because North Carolina Central is like, I think they were 13 on the list. So, and that's great. I'm happy for all of y'all. Okay. But like, you're the person you going for is FAMU. FAMU is #1 for now. Because that president, that's what that president do. And that new president is something else. She's something else. So we're going to see what happens. There's some sabotage from the inside. Okay. Inside the house. But we're going to see.
I just want you to know that you just made an argument that the athletes have been making that broadcasters and reporters shouldn't have a certain opinion if you didn't play sports, but you just made the perfect argument that if the bases and the stats are correct, that maybe they do have an opinion. But we don't have time to get into that.
Yeah, I just think because like I understand the reason for an external organization. Because they loop in the peer reviews of like, hey, like what school do you think is this? But if you're looking at metrics that are fair and you have your institutions that are normally submitting this information and then they assess it, I don't see necessarily a problem with it, especially if we're then judging these institutions by other metrics and standards. You have like the niche ranking, LinkedIn, Howard was #1, FAMU was #1, I think, with niche. So there's other lists. But just we view U.S. News so highly because of what they are and the fact that they're ranking all HBCUs and then they're carving out specifically these are the top HBCUs. Like what I look at when I look at the list is I like seeing North Carolina A&T. I like seeing FAMU. I like seeing Delaware State. I like seeing Morgan State. I want to see public HBCUs get their respect. Because now we can say that, you can't just say Howard and Spelman are the only good HBCUs because they're private or because they're producing these amazing alumni that's doing all this different stuff. Morgan State is too, and they're growing as well. I think they may be the #2 most populated HBCU behind North Carolina A&T. So I like what I see as far as the investment of the public HBCUs, but I can understand people feeling the way that they feel. But I mean, I can't get mad at the rankings, especially when they outline the methodology, and then it's like people are like, well, and he should be #1. Like, man, we like 30. Fort Valley's like 30, so like, yo, we should be #1. Like, we like, how about we trade? How about you be 30? Like what was for? How about you go be like 30, whatever, be the #1 public HBCU in Georgia, and we go be number whatever. How about that?
It was just just a thought, but it's cool.
This was a good conversation, Arielle. We're 28. We're not there. We're 28. Okay, we're 20, and my brother go there now, so we gonna be higher. My brother does his work.